Hi everyone, I'm Julie Waters here at the 2014 Glendale Chocolate Affaire in historic downtown Glendale. You know, one of the highlights of this festival is romance, and specifically romance authors. Every year we bring in different authors from all around the valley and the state who show their books and sell them and talk to people who are interested in writing or buying the books or even self-publishing. Joining us today is Kris Tualla. You are a Glendale resident,
Yes,
first
I
of
am.
all.
Since 1975.
And this is your fourth year here at this festival.
Correct.
Why do you like to come here and show your books?
Well, as a fairly new author, it's always good to get my face out, and I know that if I can talk to someone about my books, they'll buy them my books because they like me. Honestly, it's just always good to get your face in front of new readers and get new business.
Right. Tell us about the type of books that you write.
I write historical romantic suspense. When I first started writing several years ago, I knew that there were a lot of Scottish stories, and I didn't want to write in such a deep pool. So I decided Norwegian men were sexy too. So let's write about big, blonde, buff, beautiful, blue-eyed Norsemen.
Hey, works for a lot of us women, I would say.
Absolutely.
So how many different books do you have out here today?
I have a total of 12 full-length novels and one novella published. I self-published all but 5 of those. 5 of those were bought by a publisher.
Now let's talk about that. That's something that you seem to know a lot about. It's self-publishing. It's kind of a big deal, and it's a different way to get your books out there. What would you say are the top 2 or 3 tips to self-publish?
Oh, well, I would say the first thing is to find out what you're doing in writing, because most of the books that are self-published are really not very good. They are written by people who've sat in their room and they've typed on their computer screen, and then mommy said it was a good book, so they went out and threw it up on Amazon. There's a lot more involved in good writing. The styles change by decades, basically, and so you need to know how can you write successfully for today's market, not what worked 20 years ago. And I'd say the most important thing is, so to get all that information, you need to join a legitimate writers group, such as the Valley of the Sun Romance Writers, or there's a Sisters in Crime if you're writing crime. There's mystery writers, there's paranormal writers. Figure out what genre you're writing, find a legitimate writing group, and lock in there and learn.
And from your perspective, self-publishing is the way to go?
Self-publishing is a harder road in many ways, but it allows those of us who write books that don't fit on a specific shelf to be able to get our work out. I was told, we can't sell Norwegians, we can't sell American historicals. When I pitched my deaf private investigator in the 1700s to an agent, she said, I don't know how to sell that, and turned around and walked away. So they wouldn't be out if I hadn't been able to self-publish. They would still be.
But there are other options for folks who don't want to self-publish. There's certainly other ways to get them published.
Oh, absolutely. You can still go the traditional route. You can still get yourself an agent or connect with an acquiring editor.
Sure.
That's still out there. And then those books take a lot longer. They take about 2 years to get to the market. And but then you do have a publishing house behind you. So that is helpful. You will be on Barnes & Noble shelves. I won't be.
But that's okay with you?
It's fine with me because I'm selling really well online.
Okay.
Yeah.
So folks may be watching and saying, I want to get involved, I want to learn more. You got a couple resources, you named a few. You got some websites people can go to?
Absolutely. There is ArizonaDreaminEvent.com if someone is just interested in meeting authors up close and personal and finding out and getting some great books. There is BuildingTheDream.com if someone is aspiring to be an author and wants to come learn. And of course there's my website, KrisTualla.com. You want to zoom in on the spelling?
Self-publishing and self-promoting. Self-publishing and self-promoting. I love it.
You have to these days. Even if you get traditional publishing, it still rests on the author to do their own promotion. So yeah.
Well, Kris, thank you for coming out here, bringing all of your colleagues here with you, and we know that you guys are always a big hit at the Glendale Chocolate Affaire.
Thank you. We love being here.
All
It's
right.
awesome. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.